It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jenny Powers. Welcome to Empowered You. I am a very new host on the incredible Divas That Care network, and I am thrilled and so incredibly excited to be here. I am a huge fan of the network. I really believe in the incredible resources that they've created and all the valuable content, and I am honored to be a host and hopefully bringing you some inspiring empowerment along the way of your journey. So as we kick off this Empowered You podcast, I just wanted to introduce myself a little bit. My name is Jenny Powers. I currently live in New York City. I am originally from Massachusetts, and I am a huge proponent and believe so strongly in empowering women. So I am the author of a book called Empowered, The Woman's Guide to Following Your Heart. And I truly believe in the power that comes from following your heart. I know that a lot of that can get brushed aside, especially in this day and age, coming out of COVID, where we've had to think and reflect and be isolated, and life has taken on a little bit of a different meaning in challenging times. And so I am here to share some wisdom, share some expertise, offer my passion and the things that I've created as tools that will hopefully empower you along the way. So I wanted to share the mission that I list in my book to give you a little bit of a sense of what I'm really passionate about and what I'm on this earth to do. So my mission on this earth is to empower women everywhere to become our best selves, to awaken us to our own power so that we may live as the women that we are born to be, to free us from what we carry around as the caretakers of others so that we take the time to stop, breathe, and reconnect to who we each are. To strengthen our relationship with ourselves so that we embrace our bodies, our hearts, our minds, and our spirits in everything we do. To build the tools that are necessary for us to be able to unleash the potential that is inside all of us so that we are capable of doing amazing things. To grant us a space in this world where we can experience the freedom to feel, to express, to let it all out, and to connect to our happiest selves. To honor and celebrate the brilliance, the passion, the fire, and the joy of women everywhere. To create the place on this earth where extraordinary transformation happens so that we are all empowered to live our best lives. So that is the mission that I list and write out and talk about again in my book, Empowered, The Woman's Guide to Following Your Heart. And I wanted to talk a little bit about what led me to this journey. So I've lived a million lives. I'm currently 45 years old. I've lived in so many different cities. I have had so many different jobs, and I really, truly have lived a life following my heart. And that has led me to many corners of the world, some ups, some downs, some struggles, some challenges, but I truly believe in the power that comes from all of us, from inside all of us. And that if we follow that, we are always guided to our best and happiest lives. So I lived in LA. I used to be an actress. Being an actress was my dream. That was kind of my big goal. I wanted to win an Academy Award, just like Meryl Streep. That was always kind of my vision. I was an actress for a number of years in New York. I was an actress for a number of years in Los Angeles. Had a little bit of success, certainly not as much success as I probably would have liked, but certainly then found myself on a little bit of a different path. I ended up leaving acting and went on the executive side, still within the entertainment industry. And one day I was talking to my dad. I had a life in LA that I enjoyed. It was a fun life. It was a exciting life. It was a life that seemed to work for me. And one day my dad said to me, Jenny, it sounds like the life that you're living doesn't feel important to you. And that word important really stuck with me. Something about it just kind of shook me to my core. And I thought, yeah, this doesn't feel important. It feels serving and self-serving for me, but it didn't feel like I was connected to something bigger than myself. And so unexpectedly from that conversation, the word important started to rattle through me and to kind of highlight a lot of what I felt like was missing in my life. So I ended up leaving my job, packing up everything that I owned, putting it in my car, putting my car on a flatbed. And then that flatbed drove my car from Los Angeles back to Medway, Massachusetts, which is where I grew up. And I moved back into my childhood bedroom, moved back in with my parents, and thought, what's important to me? What matters to me in this life? That then led me to, I'm a dancer. I used to dance in a pole dancing studio in LA, which was incredibly empowering for me. It changed my life in a lot of ways. And I felt passionate about sharing this form of dance. I thought in society, we can tend to sort of, there's a lot of shame around sexuality. We don't empower women in these ways. There's so much pressure to be thinner, smaller, get into a smaller size. And I thought, I want this form of dance, which is powerful and sexy and sexual, to open up women to the power that is inside of them. So I created my own unique dance classes, combining pole dancing with Pilates and yoga. And I ended up creating these classes that I taught in studios outside of Boston. And that was going well. It felt somewhat important to me. And then I was actually out in LA with friends I would say a few months after that, and was talking to them about what I was doing and what I was building. And I said, the classes, they feel important, but they don't feel like the most important thing to me. And I said, I really love my blog. I had created a blog on my website for my dance classes. And I thought, I really love my blog. And what if I wrote a blog book? And I kind of jokingly said it and put it out there and kind of brushed it aside. And then the next day I got onto my flight and I took my blog and from my WordPress document and I cut and pasted it and I put it in a Word document and I just started writing. I didn't tell anyone. I went home. I would sort of go to Starbucks and disappear for hours at a time. And 4 months later, I had written my book. And so I've now been on this journey to empower women everywhere. I think there is so much more that we can all do when we awaken and align and connect and empower one another and inspire each other. I am a complete advocate of women, for women, through women, with women. I truly believe the power that we all are seeking comes from inside of us. And I think that the more that we can create tools and resources that enable all of us to push aside any fears and push aside any doubts or past trauma or past pain, and through the process of bonding and coming together, we can all heal and rise to our greatest potential. I believe it is my life's work. I am here to not only empower myself, but empower everyone that I meet with my message, with my story. It's been a very real story. It's been a very challenging journey at a lot of times. And I just think that the more that we share the truth of our story and the more that we all show up authentically in our truth, in our honesty, the more that we all rise and feel connected and aligned with our own vision and our own legacy and our own goals. So I am here to share as much of my knowledge and wisdom as I can. Again, I am the owner of a company called The Empowered Woman. My brand is Empowered by Jenny. My book is called Empowered, The Woman's Guide to Following Your Heart. I've also created a 3-month inspirational life coaching course called 100 Days of You, and an empowered workbook and journal to really inspire you along the way. So I hope that this podcast provides so much inspiration. I hope it is a platform for everyone to come and unite and connect and share our stories, share our vulnerabilities, share our victories, share our setbacks. I've learned that surrounding yourself with a community of like-minded women is one of the greatest decisions that you'll ever make. And I think that we are all capable of such goodness and such magic, and such power sits inside all of us. And so I think that to the extent that we can share what we know and rise together, I think that we all have an amazing chance of becoming the best that we can be. So again, that mission statement is all about awakening to your best self. And so I wanted to read something very quickly in this kickoff episode, which I find to be very fitting. So my book is written based on 100 guiding truths that I have learned as I have followed my heart. They're things that I have learned in terms of times I've fallen down, times I've got back up, times that I have soared and flown and far exceeded expectations, other times where I've experienced setbacks, or I feel like I've fallen back behind the goals I had for myself, or was less than the woman that I wanted to be. And this guidebook my book has really kept me company, and it has really sat with me in terms of these are guiding truths that I can rely on and depend upon. And I have found them to be great comfort in some of the darkest times, and a reason to keep believing, and proof that the light exists. And I just think that it's a great resource to have to remind you of your brilliance and your joy and your power and your destiny that all sits inside of us. And I really, truly believe that it can help you along your way. And so I just wanted to read, it's actually the first truth in my book, but it feels very appropriate and very fitting for today. And so the first truth in my book that I wanted to share is called Make This Your Beginning. I can make this the beginning of anything that I want. So I will. Here comes a vision so big that it will change the way that we as women feel about ourselves, about our bodies, and about our power. It is going to be huge. We will own who we are again. We will stop apologizing for being as amazing as we are. We will spread our wings and we will fly. Make today the beginning of anything that you want in your life. As soon as you do, it has begun. So I am the author of this book, but I am also the reader. And I truly believe in being a leader. You are one that goes first. You step forward, you put yourself out there, you step into your vulnerability, you break down walls, shatter glass ceilings. That's all how we arrive together. And so what this truth, make this your beginning, means to me is about stepping through your fears. It's about what is a beginning that you want to make in your life. I used to do a podcast. I sort of stopped doing it a few years ago. And in my heart, I've wanted to continue doing it and I've wanted to share. And again, I am honored and so grateful to Candace and the entire team at Divas That Care for this opportunity, because I know that the more that we can share our journeys and the more that we all are aligned and connected with what we really want out of life, the more that we all realize that the power to have the life that we want is well within our grasp. So I wanted to share this truth, make this your beginning, because I feel like it really speaks to this step for me. This is a beginning that I have wanted to make. And it's so true what it says, that once you begin, it has begun. So I've taken this step. This is our first episode. We will follow it up with many more to come. And I really, truly believe that we can spend so much time thinking about the things that we want to do, thinking about, in the future, I'll try this. In the future, I'll want this. In the future, I'll attempt this. And I think that our life is right now. And all we have is this present moment. And that is the best time to start anything. So in your life, I want you to take a few minutes right now and think about, what is the beginning that you want to make in your life? What is the first thing that popped into your head, or a couple things, whether it's health related, whether it's business related, financial related, relationship related, what family related, whatever it is for you. What is the beginning that you want to make in your life? What would be something fun for you to begin, or something that's sort of sat in the back of your mind and been something that you really are passionate about, but you haven't yet begun it? I would love to challenge you and inspire you in a very fun way to take one step. Is it you want to launch a podcast? And so you know what? You turn on the record button and you just start talking. You don't wait for it to be perfect. You don't wait for the right opportunity. You say, today and right now is the best moment that I will ever have to begin this thing that I want to begin. So for a few minutes today, take out a piece of paper, take out a journal. I would love to hear what everyone wants to begin, because once you take that step forward, you have begun. And then this adventure and this ride and this project or this passion or this mission that has been sitting inside of you has begun. So I know that there are so many reasons to not do it: fears, insecurities, past failures, vulnerabilities. I can assure you I've lived them all and I have fought through them all. And to this day, I still experience them. So you're not alone in whatever you're feeling. But I also know that the best time to start something is right now. And so the good news is to take this truth from my book, Make This Your Beginning, and say, what is the beginning that I want to make in my life? Because as the truth reads, once you make this your beginning, it has begun. So make today the beginning of anything that you want in your life. And I challenge and encourage all of you to give yourself that gift, give yourself that permission to say, what do I want? What do I need? What is something in my life that I have wanted to do, that I've put on the back shelf? Whether it's as parents, we have children and then we put our own needs aside, whether we get into relationships and we put our own needs aside, or we go through a divorce or an end of a relationship and there's healing and recovery and kind of getting our feet back under us, whether it's a job change or a job loss or anything that comes to us. And we think, wow, this is either not what I wanted, not what I expected. There's always a chance for a new beginning in every day. And so in a very lighthearted, fun, kind of childlike way, if you gave yourself 5 or 10 minutes to write today, what is the beginning that you want to make? This is my beginning. This is my first episode. I am thrilled to be here. I am excited to get to know you as the audience, as the women that I am connecting to. And hopefully there will be some inspiration, and this will be a short snippet of your day that you can use to learn to love yourself, to empower yourself, to know that everything that you want is well in your grasp, and there is nothing in this world that you cannot do. So I will be here standing for empowerment, standing for community, enlightening all of us to believe in ourselves, to be gentle with ourselves, to believe in our dreams and our destiny and our path, and really to follow our hearts. I know that it's amazing that we all believe in different things, but I think that inside of us is our heartbeat. It is our intuition. It is our guidance. It is a force and a desire inside of us that informs and directs what we want. And I think we need to listen to it. And so the more that I am here to give you that permission, to allow you to honor your intuition and to become the woman that you want to be and to live the life that you want to live, I am honored to share this journey with you. You have my word that in all my authenticity, I will share my journey every step of the way. And I hope that as a result, we are all awakened and aligned and transformed to become the women that we were born to be, because it is true that we all rise together. So may you feel empowered, feel inspired, know that you are not alone in this journey, and know that everything in the world is possible for you. So this is the first episode. We have so many more to come. We will bring content that inspires and empowers you and is exactly what you're looking for, with amazing guests and sharing my own journey and my own contents and everything that you need to be exactly the woman that you were born to be. So I look forward to meeting each and every one of you, to continuing conversations, and I will be bringing you many more episodes to come. So for now, this is Empowered You, and we will see you soon.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.